Okay, this should kind of be a repeat from yesterday's lesson. We're on Unit 1, Lesson 3, equivalent fractions and multipliers. Just understanding a little bit better how multipliers work to help us find equivalent fractions. So then we'll work through and hopefully find some equivalent fractions using those multipliers. Okay, so this should look really similar to yesterday, so I'm going to breeze right through it. I hope you guys can keep up. Remember, you can always pause me if I move too fast. There are 4 pieces here, so 4 becomes my denominator. There are 2 that are shaded, 2 becomes my numerator. There are 6 pieces here, so 6 whole pieces becomes my denominator. There are 3 that are shaded, 3 becomes my numerator. This particular one has 2 pieces, so 2 is my denominator. There is 1 that's shaded, 1 becomes my numerator. Oh my gosh, this one's got a lot, and I'm actually going to have to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 becomes my denominator. Half of 16 I know is 8, so 8 is my numerator, and I don't even have to count them. 8 of those are shaded, because half of it's shaded. Okay, next one, there's 8 pieces. 4 is half of 8. There's 4 shaded pieces. I could double check that and count them, okay? All right, we're going to write our multiplier or our divisor based on the equivalent fractions here, okay? And I hope that I can go through this fairly fast. So what I do when I do this is I think about, well, how do I take 12 and move it to being a 3? Or what do I do to 3 to get it to 12? If I know my basic facts, I know 3 times 4 gets me 12. So that means my divisor is 4, because 4 divided by, 12 divided by 4 is 3. What do I multiply 9 times in order to get to 27? Okay, again, this is just knowing some of my basic facts and thinking about that. I would multiply 9 times 3, and that's going to get me 27. Okay, what do I divide 60 by to get 10? Well, 60 divided by 6 is 10. And I can always think about these the other way. Division's tough where you think about it the reverse way. Think about multiplication. What do I multiply 10 by to get 60? And just go the other way. They're little fact families. You guys should be kind of used to working with those. 10 to get to 50. What do I multiply 10 by to get to 50? 5. It's a multiplier. What do I divide 56 by to get to 8? Again, if that's hard for you to think about what do I multiply 8 by to get to 56? Or count by 8s even, right? If you're not real comfortable with that multiplication piece, count by 8s. Hopefully you find that take 7 of them, okay? Why don't you guys pause the video here and go ahead and try 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then when you come back, I'll have the answers for you. Okay, welcome back. Thank you for pausing the video and going ahead and solving those out. 7 times 6 is 42. 16 divided by 4 is 4. 9 times 5 is 45. 60 divided by 10 is 6. Okay? All right, so we're going to keep going. Again, I could use the numerators if I wanted to, because whatever we do to the denominator, we do to the numerator, right? So let's, on this last row, take a look at the numerators instead and think about that. Okay, what do I do to 3 to get to 18? Or what do I do to 18 to get it back to 3, right? 3 times what equals 18? Well, 3 times 6 equals 18. So notice I just switched, and I'm talking about that numerator now. 24, how do I get it to be 3? 24 divided by what equals 3? Again, you can think about it the other way if that's hard for you. 3 times what equals 24? 8. This is where those of you that know your basic facts, you're going to fly through these a lot faster than those of you that don't. This is your incentive to practice basic facts. To make these fractions a little bit easier. So learning those basic facts is important. 5 times what is 35? Count by 5s till you get to 35. You should find it 7. Okay? Complete the exercise about the fraction bars that are shown here. So we're going to take a look at these fraction bars. What equivalent fractions are shown? Okay, well this first bar is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. So 5 and 2. All right, 2 are shaded, so 2/5. And that's equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many tenths? Well, 4 tenths. Right, 4 are shaded. What's the multiplier? How do I get from 5 to 10? The multiplier would be 2, right? What equivalent fractions are shown down here? Well, this bottom one is in thirds, so it's 2/3 is equal to what at the top? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, how many ninths? 3 to what? How do I get 3 to 9? Well, 3 times 3, so 2 times 3, so 6. I didn't have to count them. Okay, now it's asking for the divisor. 9 divided by what is 3? 9 divided by 3 is 3. Okay. Write a chain with at least 6 equivalent fractions. I want you guys to make up your own chain. Don't go crazy here. Pick smaller numbers. Don't go more than a 2-digit number, okay, on the numerator or denominator. All right? And we'll see you back in class. Oh, I fibbed. Not ready for back in class yet. I got a couple more problems here that I want to do with you. A couple story problems. Just to practice those. A restaurant has 60 plates one night. 9 groups of 6 people ate dinner at the restaurant at the same time. How many plates were not used by those diners? Okay, how are we going to solve this? We have 60 total plates. There are 9 groups of 6 people. Well, what's 9 times 6? 9 times 6. Solve that out. All right, 9 times 6 is 54. So they used 54 plates. Have I found my answer yet? No, because it says how many were not used. So I have another step here. I'm going to go 60, and I'm going to subtract out 54. 60 minus 54 is 6. So 6 plates weren't used. And I'm going to label my answer 6 plates. Okay? Clara has a garden that is 7 feet wide and 4 feet long. She has 30 tomato plants to put in the garden. Each plant needs 1 square foot of space. How many leftover plants is she going to have? We could solve this by drawing a picture. All right, we're going to call this 4 feet. We're going to call this 7 feet. To find the area here, right, we do 4 times 7. Those of you that remember perimeter and area. 4 times 7. So she's got 28 square feet. Is that my answer? No. She has 28 square feet. Each one takes up 1 square foot. She has 30 plants. How many plants is she going to have left over? We're going to do 30, and we're going to take away 28. Okay? And so she's going to have 2 plants left over. Okay? The thing about you guys' story problems, you used to have short story problems. They're getting bigger and bigger. They're multi-steps. Plan on multi-step. Okay? Just plan that that's how your story problems are going to be. Carol's bookshelf has 4 shelves with 6 books on each. Her brother Robert has 3 shelves with 7 books on each. They want to combine their books. If they put 9 books on a shelf, how many shelves will they need? Let's find out how many books Carol has first. Carol has 4 shelves with 6 books each, so it's multiplication. We're going to find out how many her brother has. Robert has 3 shelves with 7. Okay, so we're going to solve those out. 4 times 6 to start. 4 times 6 is 24. She's got 24 books. Robert is 3 times 7. Right, so 3 times 7 is 21, and then we're going to add these up. So 4 plus 1 is 5, 2 and 2 is 4, so they have 45 books altogether. Okay, they want to put the books on 9 shelves. So I don't have my answer yet. I'm going to take 45 and I'm going to divide it by 9 now. Because I know my basic facts, I could think about this another way. I could think, gosh, 9 times what equals 45? How many shelves are they going to need, guys? Figure that one out. Okay. Pause if you need to. Come back. They should need 5 shelves. All right, now I'm really done for the day. We'll see you guys in class.